Let me go ahead and see what else they got. We got 15 ships in here, so that's awesome. Um, Here's a Diamondback Scout, and it's got a flame shift drive range laden of 11.35 light years. Okay, so that's kind of awesome. I mean, it's better than this, right? This one, a Diamondback Explorer, is even more. Here's an Asp, unladen 13.12 light years. I don't think I'm going to see anything else like that. So this Diamondback Explorer seems to have the most potential. Let me go ahead and purchase that. And here, here it's telling me that if I trade in my current ship, I'll get back 91 million credits. It's kind of nice to know, right? Let me just go ahead and look at this Diamondback Explorer. It's kind of small. Kind of like that. I do. I know the Asp is quite a bit bigger. Let me go ahead and look in. Let's go ahead and put that sucker in the shipyard. Outfitting. There we go. And before I start worrying about like weapons and junk, I already know I'm not going to use that, so I'll go ahead and sell that. I mean, look at that tiny, tiny pew pew. That thing is so tiny. I need to think about exploring, okay? And the things that I got to prepare for if I go exploring, okay? And there is a slight potential that I could run into a combat situation, okay? It's very, very minute, okay? But it's possible. It does have a large hard point on here. Now, quite honestly, with these medium hard points, if I were to get anything, I don't know if they have it here, but you know, I love the multi-cannon. They got an F1 multi-cannon here. Multi-cannons are like my fave. Let me go ahead and just organize these suckers. I'm going to do them by class. You see how the class on these right here is like a 1. This is actually, let me go back. You see how this is a 2 slot? It's got number 2 right here. That's what I want to put in there. I want a class 2 weapon to go there. Okay, and then this right here would be for a class 3 weapon. Okay, so let me go ahead and just go ahead and find me a class 2. So I'm going to go ahead and organize this by class descending. All right, they don't have anything here above a 2. Well, maybe it's not showing me anything above a 2 because it's a 2 slot. But anyway, multi-cannon is my fave. See, here's one that's a turret mount. Okay, I don't like turret mounts because turret mounts fire when they want to fire. They don't fire when you pull the trigger. If you have a target selected, they will shoot at it. Okay, so that's a no. I don't want it. Multi-cannon. Okay, here's one multi-cannon, and it's gimbaled. Okay, that is what I want. I want that right there. Confirm. Isn't that pretty? And that sucker fits, boy. That's what I'm talking about. I just go to buy module type this time. That way, hopefully, it'll put all of the multi-cannons together. It'll be easier for me to spot. Well, here's multi-cannons. I don't understand this. Oh, that's module will exceed maximum mass. What the heck are they talking about? All right, I don't know what that's about, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and start looking at the internals. How do you get so many credits? Quite honestly, I didn't. I didn't do a whole. Would do submissions, okay, but quite honestly, most of my credits came from salary, from working for Zachary Hudson. I made sure I earned a million minimum of 5 million credits per week, okay, and I've just not been spending them. And yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on Battle Pirates, which is my other game. You guys are familiar with it, but for those that are watching on YouTube that are just like here for the Elite Dangerous, probably have never heard of Battle Pirates. Forewarning, stay away. But anyway, um, the Zachary Hudson, basically I just maintained my merits. I did my undermining or delivered my garrison supplies, that kind of thing, whatever it is that I had to do to maintain my 5 million credit salary. I didn't do it last week, okay? So this week I'm all the way down to like 2, and I think my salary this week is going to be like 10,000 credits, which is nothing. So, at this point I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go exploring. So anyway, the first thing, power plant here is really, really expensive. Is really, really important. So I'm going to go for an A4. Basically, I want to get as many rating A stuff in components in here as I can get, and the reason being is because they hold together better. Okay, they handle temperatures and everything else so much better. Power distributor is the other thing, is also super duper important. A4, go straight for that. All right. Now, earlier on here I had an issue where it had said something about mass. Oh, let me go back. Okay, like I wanted to go in here and I wanted to buy my. Okay, it's already a module type. I wanted to buy the. But maybe that's already been addressed. Here's my multi-cannon, F2 gimbaled. Earlier it said something about I was reached my mass limit on the mass or something or other. So obviously that's been taken care of now. But the thing is, I do got to pay attention to my mass even still, is because down here where it's got like, okay, this is my mass down here on the bottom right, where it says current, I'm at 405 tons. My max, I think, is supposed to be 420. All right, so, but I think there's things that I can do to increase that, and I may have just done that already, but my mass is also going to impact my jump range, which is something else that I need to pay attention to. I really don't care too much about cargo capacity, but I need to be able to carry limpets, repair limpets, so that's going to be a priority for me. So let me see here. There's certain things on here. E's, you should never ever accept an E. All right, you should never ever accept an E, because the thing is, if you go from an E to a D, I'll just show you. Okay, life support, for example. Okay, if you notice, it's a 5-ton mass. Okay, so let's just go ahead and if I go up to a D, my mass is reduced to 2 tons. Okay, and I get more. It's like here is a 5-minute oxygen time capacity. This is a 7.5-minute oxygen time capacity. And let's be honest, if I'm all the way out in deep space, if I'm all the way out in deep space, 7.5 minutes, I'm going to die. Okay, I'm not going to get anywhere. But even if I had the A, which is 25 minutes, I'm still going to die. I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the D. All right, so that's on the life support. And frame shift drive currently it's a 5-slot. It's an E, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you here. If I go from an E5 to a D5, now looky here. This right here is if you look at the, let me see here. This is mass is 20 tons. This mass is 8 tons. Okay, so again, it's a lot less massive. And as far as the optimal mass, it says 630 tons on there. I don't know. I know this can help me jump a lot further. I mean, if I'm looking at all my laden numbers down on my jump range down here on the bottom, and you see all of the numbers go up with the D, but with the frame shift drive, I can go all the way up to an A, and I'll be happy. Now that, again, my mass does go all the way back up to 20 tons, but, I can jump real far. I don't know if I'll ever be in a position where I need to be able to jump 30 light years. Quite honestly, I don't know if that's going to be the case. Personally, I wouldn't mind having to be, because you notice, look at the, well, I guess that's 32 tons, that's 20 tons. Screw it. I'll go ahead and get the A. That was kind of a terrible sound. Thrusters. Alright, right now I have an E4, which is 10 tons. A D4 is 4 tons. So you always never want to accept an E. If you can always go up for a D, it's better. The thrusters, your mass is important. You see how it says maximum mass right there is 473 tons. Down here, maximum mass is 420. All right. So basically, you know, it's a lot more efficient and it takes a lot less weight. I mean, it's just exponentially efficient. Here, going from an E to a D. All right. Now, if I went to something like an A, my maximum mass could go all the way up to 630 tons. All right. Now, I'm putting my mass back up to 10 from here, but I don't know. When you think about hopefully this, I don't know if this means that the thrusters will actually any better, but I know their rating is an A. Integrity is an A. And that can be important when you're out in deep space. So I'm kind of thinking I'll go ahead and get it too. Let's see if I can, if I can A-spec the heck out of this thing. I just do got to pay attention to my power though, because my available power is 15.6, and that I'm already using the A4. I can't make that any better. So 15.6 is where I'm at right now, and I got to watch that, pay attention to that. What else do I have on here? Is an E. Sensors are an E. Again, 5 tons. We'll go up to a D. It's 2 tons, and you see the optimal range is 4.32 kilometers. This is 4.86. I could go all the way up here to a 6.48. But quite honestly, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need it. I don't think I'm going to need it. I think I'm just going to stick with the D. The sensor range, they're just talking about the little sensor disc. When I get the advanced system scanner, or advanced discovery scanner, and then the surface detailed surface scanner, I'm going to be getting both of those in my internal compartments down here, and I'll be golden. I'll be golden then. Alright, so what else? We got any more E's? Shield generator is an E. Alright. And you see this is like all over the place. So currently it's a 4 slot. So let me just put this by class descending. Get all my 4s up top. So currently I got an E4. Alright. And this is a shield generator. And again, this is your mass is what's important. This right here can support up to 713 tons, which is cool. And all. But this one right here is a D4. It's 4 tons, so it's a lot less weight. Let me see, rating. That's a B rating. Oh, there's a, oh, that's, oh, hold on a second. I'm surprised that's even available. Alright, I think I may just stick with the D on this. I'm just going to have to try to run. And instead of fighting, I think I'll run. I'll avoid fights wherever possible. I fight only when I have to. Now currently I've got lightweight alloys, which you see basically it means no armor. I can buy armor. The military grade right here is probably really the best. This other stuff costs a lot more. Alright. Costs a lot more, but it's basically geared towards very specific types of damage, each one of these, where the military grade is best all around. But all of this is adding mass to my ship. Any of these armors is adding mass to my ship. But I do need some survivability. I plan on going away and not coming back for a very long time. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if I can buy any bigger fuel tanks. I think that's C5. I think that's it. Alright. Now right down here I got the basic discovery scanner. I'm going to switch that out for an advanced. So here I'm just going to go back to module type, and I just got, here's the red one. So advanced discovery scanner right here. It's the same weight, but it basically can. You see the range on it is infinite. Where this one right here is 500 light seconds. This is 1,000. This here is infinite. It's the same amount of mass. All right, so that way I can scan a whole system in one shot. But if I'm going to go out there and discover planets and stuff, I also need a detailed surface scanner. So see if I can go down there and find that same area. Here's a detailed surface scanner. And this will basically, you know, all of those, when you're looking at the system map and you have it says discovered by on it, you need to be able to, for that to happen, you have to do a detailed surface scan. You have to collect the data for the planet. Or whatever the mass is. Let me see, what was your question? Why would it be 20 tons for E if A is also 20 tons? It's the efficiency. It might be the same mass, but you get a lot less for the E than you would for the A. I'm not sure exactly which module you're referring to, but I can go back and look at that if you want. Hey, Zigglroy. Yeah, I actually have, my power plant is pretty awesome. I got the A4 in there right now. 15.6 megawatts is where I'm at right now. Let me go ahead and put this one, though. Alright. Now, other things that I might need, well, I say might. Other things I am going to need, I'm going to need a fuel scoop, alright, because I don't want to run out of gas, right? Currently I got a fuel tank, but I don't have a fuel scoop. So fuel scoop is super duper important, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the 4 slot. So let me see if I can find some fuel scoops in here and just get the biggest one I can. Well, obviously 4 is the biggest I can get. Alright, but there's an A. Alright, the A I can scoop at 3.34 tons per second. I guess that's what the T/S is for. Where if I got the smallest one, or whatever, E4, that's 0.14, so it's not even half as much. So I'll go ahead and get that. And also there is a, I want to see if they got some limpets, repair limpets. It would really, you know, if I can keep from having to come back for anything. So I got prospector limpets. I've never actually used the prepare limpets. There's got collector limpets. Limpets are basically little tiny droid robot thingies that you can use for various things. But you see that they're pre-programmed for very specific jobs. So we have the prospector limpet controller, which that's for mining. The collector limpet is also for mining. Fuel transfer limit, well, it's for transferring fuel. Hatch breakers, that's for if you're a pirate and you're trying to break into somebody's ship. Cargo rack, docking computer, nope. Auto field maintenance unit. Now this right here, I think this is what I'm after right here. Now I think there was like a trick about these. I don't remember exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm building an Explorer, man. I'm ready to go exploring, man. I'm ready to say heck with this freaking power play crap, man. I'm tired of it. Tired of some power play. So we have the auto field maintenance units. Shield cell bank. Frame shift drive interdictor. I'm not going to be doing any of that. Shield generator. Alright, so it's the advanced thing. It's the field maintenance unit. And I'm kind of wondering if I should just go ahead and get the best that I can get, you know, but ammo maximum is 4. So basically, this is ammo maximum is 4. That's 40. Oh, is that 4,000? This is 4,300. 3,600. It looks like the B might be the best way to go. Because I'm just looking at the ammo maximum versus, and then there's the AFM repair capacity. So it sounds like each one is capable of doing a certain amount of repair. 72 repair. So if you took the B, which is 4300, and then the 98.9, well, actually, it's not going to beat this one right here. But the thing is, it's like, what if I don't actually need to do as quite as large a repair? I think the B's might be the best deal on this. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one. All right, so here's an Explorer, and I think this one here might be ready. So let me see. Now that I've got my stuff here all backed or all taken care of, let me go ahead and go back to hard points. All right, so I got these two guys on here. Let's see what I could put on the outside of my ship. See if there's something on here that will help me out. So kill warrant scanner, heatsink launcher.
Heatsink deploying now.
Excuse me? Okay, so countermeasures could definitely come in handy. There's a point defense. There's the chaff launcher. You know what? I'm hopefully not going to need any of this stuff. I don't know. I probably should build it for combat. Shield multiplier 1.2. Buy at least 2 of the maintenance units. Well, let me go ahead and get out of here real quick. And let's see. Let's go to munitions. AFM unit. It looks like I'm full. It's got 4,300 in there. Why would you do that, Josh Sumter? Burn half your pinky. It makes no sense why you would do something like that. It says I got 4,300 of the maintenance units. Now, I've never actually done this before, so kind of hoping I'm smart enough that I'm good there. Well, I guess we'll see. Outfitting. Let's get back now. You know what I'd love to put here? Let me go ahead and do class descending. I want to put the 3s up top if they have them here. I would love to put a beam laser on. There's a beam laser. C3 beam. Just in case I got to fight, you know. Oh, working on the motherboard for your PS4. Are you trying to mod it? Ha. Alright, now if I start putting these shield boosters on, I'm seeing right here that, let me go back. Currently, my available power is 15.6. Deployed, that means when my weapons are drawn, it's going to be 15.26 right here. So I'm still under that number. Now if I start putting these shield boosters on here, these big ones, you see how there it jumps up to 16.25. So at that point, modules are going to start shutting down. Which just means that really that I need to start paying attention to my power priorities. Oy. But let me look at some other stuff here. I'm kind of trying to figure out the best value here. At the same time, let me see. Module types. Heatsink launcher. I think that there I probably get a lot of use out of something like that. It's terrible, but it's true. These D's shield boosters seem like they're just almost a waste. Alright, now this right here is 0.4. This is double the mass, so it's also double the shield multiplier. This is double that, so already we're going down in value. And going from 12 to here, basically it should be triple that, which is 8, 16, 24, and it's not. Maybe I'll just stick with put a couple of D's on there. Go back to shield boosters. All right. Yeah, I can't. I've already got the biggest power source that I can have on here. All right. So anyway, now that I have all of this on here and done, what I'm going to do now is we'll go ahead and hit the. We got to go over and check out all the models, the modules and stuff. Okay, this is where I check for my power. Okay, currently when deployed, I'm at 100. I'll be at 101%. I'll be over. And if you look at my priorities, everything there pretty much is a 1. Well, I saw a 2 right here. Cargo hatch is a 2. I'm gonna go ahead. All right. But we have to think about this. All right. So beam laser, of course, from my weapons are deployed. That needs to be our priority. Shield generator. Auto field maintenance units. Alright, we'll go ahead and put that back. Actually, my cargo hatch, I'm just going to completely disable it. I don't know why it says repair there. Alright, I'll make that 4. Sounds good. Frame shift drive. We'll go ahead and make that a 2. Fuel scoop, a 3. I'm not going to be scooping fuel. Actually, I can make that a 4. Shield booster, 1, 1. Life support, 1. Sensors, 1. Alright. That'll work. Alright, so now we got to check out my fire groups. Fire groups, my beam laser, I guess I'll just go ahead and put that on 1. So, and then I'll put my 2 multi-cannons on 2. These guys right here, actually I'm going to go ahead and put that on 1 as well. Alright, because I'm not going to be, the heat sink launcher, actually, you know what? Let me see here. I'm put it on 1 right there. That'll work. I don't need a second one. The heat sink launcher, I think I actually can just speak a command. Deploy heat sink.
Heat sink deploying now.
Yeah, so my Astral will do that for me, so I don't need that assigned at all. I must construct additional pylons. All right. Well, anyway, cargo. I'm not worrying about cargo. My cargo capacity is 0. I'll never be able to pick anything up, which is fine. All right. So anyway, I'm good here. I'm good here. So I think I'm ready to set my sights on Sagittarius. What y'all think? I think that's what I think is. I think that's a good.